Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow, CCT, Certified GoldhanTangle Teacher. And today's lesson is Goldhan, or Goldhan, by Helen Little. And at first I thought, oh, I don't know about this one, but it makes I did it with some other tangles, and I'm going to explain a little bit about that. But it's this tangle right up this center right here that's the tangle we're going to do. Little tricky, maybe, but with practice, it's always good to know it's a little tricky to begin with. And I'm going to do it on a bookmark because of the linear aspect of doing this tangle, that just learning it's best if you do it on something that's a little bit longer so you have room to work. And I am using a Micron 01, and let's see, what else do I have? Also a Micron PN out here. I have a pencil. I probably will use, you're going to see my little tiny white pigment pencil, and my chalk, and I will get that out. My white chalk pencil. But we're going to start with the 01, and I'm going to start, and I'm going to work from the bottom up. And we're going to start with a crescent shape. So, and it's going to be, it's kind of large. Or when I taught my live class, we call this the Mulligan shape. Not Mulligan, yeah, a polygon. I think that's a polygon shape. I may be wrong. And then we're going to start with the next one, and it's going to come, and it's going to holly bow under and about the same size, and then come back with that kind of crescent moon shape. Now the next shape is going to come from the tip of the one that's under the last one you did, and it's going to go up, come back down, and then the second one is going to start from this one that's on top, and I have found that now I'll explain it as I do it. So this one's going to come, the next one's going to come from the one that was under. So I make my crescent moon, and then I'm going to come back on the inside. And now I'm going to do the second one. And this one, I'm going to come back on the outside so I can get that shape. And it leaves a little tiny shape in between. We'll do one more. Remember, we're going to go with the last one we did, so it's the one that's holly bowed under. And then come back on the inside. Then the one that's on the top. And come back on the outside. Oops, looks like I have room for one more. Remember, we're doing the one that's underneath. Come back on the inside to create that shape. And now go on the outside to create that shape. And there we have our first step on Goldhan. And now Helen auras this, and I love auraing a project. I love how it looks. I love how it completes something. Simple step in aura. When you aura something, it's just and I'm going to aura all the way around I'm going to rotate my tile because I like to go a certain direction, and when I do, I find my pen works a little bit better. Now my pen doesn't work any better, but my lines look better. So there we have it auraed all the way around. And now we'll come in and we're going to add some drama to this. And to add the drama, we're going to color in this middle area. And I'm going to color it in black. Immediately you see drama on the tangle. Now I taught this one in my live class on Zoom, and then I like to film also and do one that's going up in my YouTube channel, but I do a live class on Tuesdays, and I started because of COVID-19, and I will continue for a while. We'll see how long I continue. They're fun for me, and I enjoy it. But I also teach a class at the library, so it may be when I teach my class at the library, they'll get a live Zoom class also when we get to resume getting together socially. So you can see how just that much has really made a difference in this tangle. And then we can come back, and I'm going to just fill in this little shape in between. It's just kind of a rectangle type shape that tilts back and forth going different directions. Just a little space in there. And there won't be one on the end, so they'll just be those. And now we can shade this. And I put other tangles behind, but I didn't really like this one. Felt way busy. And when I put it on the brown, I kind of liked this one a little bit better, even though it feels busy, but you don't always have to do that. Sometimes just a grid pattern underneath will help, but I'm going to leave that up to you this time. And I'm going to come back in and I'm going to do a little shading. I'm going to put a little graphite on the one that's going under, so it's going to alternate. So I put my little bit of graphite, and then I'm going to take my shading stump and I'm going to blend a little bit of gray, a little darker gray here, so that it kind of better scan out just a little bit. You think I could learn my camera? I don't know. It's that dyslexic part of me that just... So now we have a little shading there. Now I'm going to take my charcoal pencil and I'm going to need to sharpen this. And when you sharpen your charcoal pencils, I use a hand sharpener, and sometimes I'll break the lead, so you have to be very, very careful when you sharpen those so that you don't break the lead. And so I go very, very careful. And now I'm going to put a little graphite, white charcoal, on the upper one. You hear me blowing my little bits of charcoal off, or a little bit. And I'm just going to, I'm going to take my shading stump, and I'm going to blend that. If you don't like charcoal, you can use a white color pencil, They just blend and do just a little different. And you can see how this one is. I think this one's just kind of saying to me, hey Melinda, you need a little white in here. So I'm going to take my jelly roll, and it's been kind of sitting, so I don't know how warm my jelly roll is, if it's going to work or not. And I'm just going to come back in here, and on top of my little center, I'm just going to put a line of white dots down. And then another thing you can do, I don't like to do it with the chalk pencil, but with the Prismacolor pencil white, I can do a pattern in the background. And you know, sometimes it's hard for me to decide what pattern. I'm just going to grid off, and you can see me gridding. And the reason I use my Prismacolor is because it doesn't smear as easy, and I don't want it smearing. I just want to. So I just gridded that off going one direction, and now I'm going to come back and I'm going to make me some squares. So I'm going to grid going the opposite direction, and now I have a little light grid behind that I can come in and do a little floors. But instead of doing it in black or with my jelly roll, I'm just doing it with my pencil, because I want just a light pattern behind. And I think we've got them all, but you can see how that's kind of fun behind here. Oh, I think I need one right here, it would have been. And I like floors. It's just a simple little pattern, but and easy, but it just connects things. And I've just done that with my Prismacolor blank pencil. Let me see if I can find. But there we have a great bookmark with an idea of how to put in a background that's lighter. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. New videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And enjoy.